Oh, GPU mining, how I have missed you. I have missed you. That's right. Turning some stuff back on. We're looking good. Let's get it going. Looks like we got to get this PDU back on. It's gonna just kind of warm up, kind of cycle through. It's been off for so long. Man, dust everywhere. I don't know if you can see that dust right there. You probably can't. My goodness. So, God, it's been quite some time, guys. Can't wait. Oh, buddy. Have you missed that sound? Because damn, I have missed that sound and it feels good. Let's talk about it in today's video. Woo-hoo-hoo. And it's a beautiful day, guys. I got my t-shirt on. We are now in the 40s and winter is pretty much over, at least for upstate New York. I know for a lot of you 40s isn't warm, but this is warm for us, baby. This is t-shirt weather, but that's not what this video is about. So you guys know right before the Flux halving, I made a video specifically talking about Flux and how I was turning off, and it was always temporarily. I always said I'd be coming back to Flux mining, and I think now is probably the best time to get involved back into Flux mining. I know a lot of you have not turned off, but you have to understand my point of view. I mean, I was at 17 cents, which is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, 17 cents. My last month ended up being 14 cents, and it's because we swapped over to Spring. Now, will it continue to stay like that? I don't know, but 17 to 14 cents is big difference. It might not sound like a lot to some of you, but that's a big, big difference on the electric bill. But the reason that I have decided to turn back on Flux is simply because the network hash rate. I'm sorry, I'm on my phone, I can't show you it, but it's pretty much the lowest point it has been since the Ethereum merge. I think it's like 2.5 kilosouls or whatever, however Flux does it. It's pretty much like, look at the chart, dude. It's all at the very bottom. Nobody's talking about Flux. Nobody's focused on Flux. And that's, for me, you guys know my strategy. That's when I like getting involved in projects. I have been waiting for this moment to get back involved in Flux because the network hash rate after the halving was just madness, right? Like you're getting half the coin and the yield wasn't good, but now the yield is awesome. So like I said, I mean, for me, I've believed in Flux for quite some time. It's not just because they come on the show. I've never made a penny for them or anything like that. But I just really like Flux. But I also have to get my yield, right? Because there's certain times to buy the coin. There's certain times to mine the coin. In my personal opinion, I think now is a fantastic time to be mining Flux. And now if everybody flocks onto it, I think it'll still be pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't get up to that 4, 5, 6 kilosouls again or whatever it is. I forget what it is for Flux. If it starts getting to that point, okay, then maybe I'll have to reconsider, turn a couple things off. But I've just turned on, I think it's 4 octo miners, maybe 5 octo miners there. They kind of automatically just turn on. So really excited about that, man. That's a good amount of Flux that will be coming, and I'm very excited about that. Let me know what you guys are mining, dude. I know everybody's talking about Kaspa. I know everybody's talking about Dynex. I know everybody's focused on these really hot coins, right? But for me, you guys know my strategy. I'm not about the hot coins, man. I do have 1 rig on Dynex. I do have 2 or 3 rigs that are triple mining Ergo, Kaspa, and Zill, just in case Kaspa does take off, right? I always am a little bit involved in some of these projects, but I never go all in when everybody's already talking about them. That's not my mining strategy. I like to mine the same way that I buy stocks. I buy low and then I sell high, right? So for mining, I mine when nobody's talking about it, when everybody's looking away at the shiny object. Did you guys see Nexa? Did you see Kaspa? Did you see Dynex? Did you see Neoxa? See, when everybody's like that, right? Like a mosquito going to a bright light, that's good. That's good for me because nobody's talking about Flux. And you guys know, like I said, I love me some Flux. So if you're a fan of Ergo, hey, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It's just another random example. Nobody's talking about Ergo. That's why I like to triple mine it right now. Ravencoin. If you're a fan of Ravencoin, I respect Ravencoin. Not a huge fan myself because it's Kapow, but whatever, right? If you're a fan of Ravencoin, fantastic time to be mining Ravencoin. So I'm always looking at, like, what are people not talking about? What are people not really looking at? If all of a sudden everybody came on to Flux, then yeah, like I said, I would reconsider turning off maybe some of those rigs because I want yield. You have to understand the dollar value doesn't matter, at least not to me, right? I don't give a shit if Flux is at 66 cents or 30 cents or 90 cents or $1. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to get caught up on all that. What is important to me is the yield, meaning how many coins am I going to get? And I looked it up, and depending on the rig, it's really nice right now, man. And, technically, could I get more coins if I went out and bought some Flux? I do think so. I think in most situations, yeah, buying the coin is more profitable. But hell, you know what, man? I wanted to make a YouTube video, and I really like Flux. And I think at this point, with the hash rate being so low, it's not that much of a difference. I don't really care at this point, whatever, right? I remember Daniel Keller. He's one of the co-founders. I've met him in person, by the way. Shout out to my boy Daniel Keller. He said on Twitter, he said, oh my God, why am I messing this up? No, it was with me, Hobbyist, and him on a live stream. And he said, delayed, I can't remember what he said. Oh my God, I'm messing up for the video. Sorry, guys. Delayed, when you get your money at the end. I'm so sorry, I can't think of it. But that's what mining is, right? And so that's what I'm trying to do with Flux. And I think it doesn't really matter what the price is right now. We're going to look back on these prices of Flux, and we're going to be really happy. So guys, not financial advice. You do your thing. But man, when everybody else is looking at these hot coins and they're worried about coins that, now have FPGAs like Kaspa, and they got an ASIC coming out, it's only a matter of time till like a Bitmain Kaspa miner comes out. Let them focus on all that, man. Still get involved a little bit, have a rig or maybe even two, but let them focus on that, and you throw your real farm at the other stuff that's yielding you high. I can't say if that'll work out. I can only say that it has worked out for me in other ways, and I would just assume, right, it is a little bit of hopium, I would assume this will work out for all of us. So where do I expect, let's just say I'm mining right now at Flux. It's at like 62 cents, 65 cents, in that range, right? Where would I be willing to sell this Flux? God, man, I don't know. It'd have to be way up there. It'd have to be way up there. Now, if I was trading Flux, yeah, I'd try to sell it maybe, I don't know, $1.20, $1.30, but I'm not really interested in that, man. All this Flux, I really want to just keep. I want to see how far Flux can go, because I can honestly say I know what Flux does. I know what Flux wants to do. But I can't really say that about a lot of coins. I can't really tell you what Kaspa does that well. And I'm sure there are people are like Son of a Tech. Shout out to my boy Son of a Tech. There are people that can, but what does Dynex do? Dynex is focused on the AI. So it's got a little bit of hope to it, proof of useful work, so they call it. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I don't really know. But I've said this before, guys. I think the big thing is going to be AI for the next bull run. Anything that even says AI on it is just going to 3x, in my opinion, at least 2x, simply because it says AI. Maybe during this bear market, it doesn't seem that big of a deal, just having the label of artificial intelligence or involved in artificial intelligence, whether they really are or not. Just having that label, I think, is going to hold weight. The same way with the last bull run, the metaverse was the hot word. Anything that just talked about metaverse, sandbox, whatever it was, man, this is all stocks and crypto and stuff. Anything just exploded simply because it. Think of also the .com bubble. This is not a bubble, by the way. I'm not saying Flux is a bubble, but during the .com bubble, man, anything involved in the internet just did well. And I think AI for this next bull run is simply going to be what is profitable and what makes us the most money. I think I've rambled enough. And definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please do like this video, consider subscribing. Let me know if you want to see more GPU mining videos. But I have to say, man, starting to feel that euphoria. I said in my last video, I'm starting to get a little excited for GPU mining, man. Thinking about those long-term yields, it just depends, man. What coin are you mining? If it's the hot coin, I don't think you'll yield a lot, and it probably won't change your life. But if you get in before everybody talks about it, then yes, it could really change our life. So I love every single one of you. Like I said, check us out on Discord and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Mines, actually GPU mining. Peace.